When choosing a dentist for our family, Tupelo Smiles was the answer for us. They greet us with warm smiles right when we walk in the door, and they make us feel so welcome. We love Tupelo Smiles.
Even though Gabe grew up in Alabama, Mississippi has now become his home and his family. And one thing about Gabe is he keeps his family safe.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning, and welcome into Mississippi Live Weather This Morning. I'm meteorologist Maggie McCauley. So glad you're here and starting off your morning with us. Here's a few things you need to know to get you out the door this morning. If you're here from my push alert, we're going to be talking about the latest storm chances today, new data that has come in. We'll be going and walking through all of that. Some good news with that as well. Much cooler temperatures are on the way. So if you are looking forward to some cool, crisp, fall-like days ahead, you're going to be getting it over the next few days. So we'll talk about just how cold things are going to be getting, but just so you know, freezing start to your next work week, if that gives you a good hint. It is going to be much cooler for the back half of your weekend and to start off our new upcoming work week. So that's a few highlights you need to know to get you out the door this morning. Another thing is we are dealing with some rain for some of us this morning. Let me show you exactly who is. This is Mississippi Live Radar. Looking like a good portion of the area is very, very dry. So if you're traveling along 55, 22 in our area, you're good to go. However, still tracking a few showers out there for some, a few of them trying to pop up in places like Lafayette County over into Tippah County. These are very, very light showers, and you can see very, very small. Majority of us not even seeing those, but a few of them popping up again in Northeast Mississippi. So I want to show you that. Main one we've been tracking out was portions of Oktibbeha and Webster County. Then it moved into Clay County. Now it's moving into Monroe County and has really dissipated over the last 30 minutes, has really weakened. Now this was not a thunderstorm. It had no lightning associated with it, but it was popping out some moderate rainfall out there this morning. Now is light rainfall at best. This is stretching along 55. If you're traveling north of West Point, again along 45, you're going to be dealing with this rain. It's really from strong whites and again stretching across 45 this morning. Shouldn't slow you down too much. You can see it just updated to move a little bit further off to the east. So these are moving north and east this morning as they push through. Again, should not slow you down too much, but you might have to turn your windshield wipers on a few beats and then keep moving. Another one we're looking at is moving through portions of Noxubee County, stretching across the Mississippi and Alabama state line. This push through Sugar Lock and Macon is now sitting east of those areas from Cooksville along 14, again crossing over the state line into Alabama. No lightning associated with this as well, but those are a few showers that we are overall looking at. I want to show you a view out of one of our cameras at what this looks like if you're seeing a little bit of that rain this morning. This is in Noxubee County, what we were looking at. This is over in Macon. Temperatures near 60, and you can see packed in with cloud cover. Not all of us getting in on as thick of cloud covers they're seeing over in Noxubee County. You can see those roadways kind of behind me looking pretty wet this morning with that shower that just pushed through. So if you're closer to that rain, you're going to be seeing a little bit more cloud cover than the rest of us, but a lot of us looking a lot like this from Macon to Maben. You can even see the blue skies there. So depending on where you are, not as dreary of a start out there for you Friday. Still seeing, again, blue skies over there in Maben, Mississippi, but a lot of clouds. Those will continue to build in. Temperatures across the area near 60 right now. We only started off in the middle 50s, and we've increased a few degrees from there. 57 Eupora, 60 in Grenada, 62 in Clarksdale, 58 in Houston, 59 in Starkville, 60 down in Macon, 58 up in Iuka. So most of us right now near that 60-degree mark. As we take it over your first 12 hours ahead, temperature is going to be kind of sticking where they are over your next hour. We'll be 70 by 11. Middle 70s are where we're going to be topping off for our day ahead. And then we'll take it back to the low 70s by 5, 60s by 8. Rain chances stick around. As you can see, about a 10 to 20% chance. So not looking at anything widespread by any means today. but still seeing a little bit of a passing shower chance this morning. We drop it down to a 10 midday into early afternoon and pick it back up as we head into those evening hours, all due to a cold front that's inching closer to our area. So this is going to be the catalyst for all of those shower chances today. Right now it's stretching into places like Chicago, Ohio, down into Oklahoma and Texas. It's going to continue to make its way in. So watch as I put this into motion, pushing in as we head early afternoon, causing more rain chances as we head into those early evening hours as it continues to make its way in. Overnight, we'll see a few showers try to hang out and also into your early Saturday morning if you got any plans. But Saturday, our story shifts from really watching this front to watching our next system that's over in the plains. Watch as this one moves in early into your Sunday morning. This is going to be pushing in late Saturday night, causing some much cooler air to arrive for your day on Sunday. So Saturday and Sunday, about of a split forecast. We'll talk about those details in the next few minutes. But that front's going to push in, bringing northerly wind and much cooler air by Sunday, and then really into your work week ahead. So much cooler conditions coming. Coming up next, we'll talk about just how cool things do get and more of an hour-by-hour look of this evening. If you do have any plans, I'll take you more zoomed in on North Mississippi. And of course, we will talk through all of those rain chances today and through your weekend coming up in the next few minutes.
Give the gift of a delicious burger from Bulldog Burger, a soup and sandwich from Sweet Pepper's Deli, appetizers and cocktails from The Grill, or even a wood-fired steak from Harvey's. Choice is the perfect gift. An all-in-one gift card from Eat With Us.
We're excited to invite you to Room's Christmas Open House, November 6th through the 8th. Visit our in-store gift shop featuring Peter's Pottery. Enjoy refreshments, door prizes, discounts, and so much more. We can't wait to see you.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver. And we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggie McAuley.
Hey, welcome back into the Room to Room Weather Center. Thanks as always for tuning in on your Friday morning to Mississippi Live Weather. Hope you have your cup of coffee and you're ready to go. It's Friday, right? So let's be in a good mood at least about that. Hope y'all got more rest last night than I did. Anyway, it's Friday, so that's all that matters. Take a look on Mississippi Live radar this morning, tracking out a few showers out there. Not for everybody, from Houston, Eupora, Ackerman, Baden, Kosciuszko, dry, but stretching along 45 from places like Clay County to Monroe County, stretching down into Noxubee County, seeing a few of those showers, especially in Noxubee County as we head east of the city of Macon and Sugarlock into across the state line, south of Aliceville, seeing a few of those showers. But as you can see here, total strikes at a total of 0. So no storms associated with this. Light to moderate rainfall at best out the door this morning for a few, but not for everybody. Take a look at this as we're looking in the city of Greenville. Temperatures in the low 60s there. Lots of clouds out there this morning continuing to build in. Same story down in Atala County within the city of Kosciuszko. Still some blue skies for some, but clouds are beginning to really build in depending on where you are. Again, low 60s out there in Atala County. As for your airport delays this morning, not tracking any region-wide delays from Jackson, Memphis, Little Rock, Oklahoma, Dallas, Fort Worth, all the way back into Atlanta. Stretching nationwide, not tracking any major or moderate delays in all of our international airports on the lower 48. Seattle, San Francisco, Denver, all the way back to the southeast and the northeast looking good to go. This morning, if you know anybody or if you yourself is hopping on a flight maybe for the weekend. Sticking here in North Mississippi, temperature is going to be getting in the low 60s by 9, upper 60s by 10. 70 by 11. Rain chances do drop off from a 20 to a 10% chance as we head mid-morning into your early afternoon. High temperatures today, Don't think it's going to be cooler because of the clouds. It's still warm out there, low to middle 70s, even some in the upper 70s, 78 in Bruce, 77 Water Valley, 78 in Grenada, 79 in Greenwood, 78 down in Atala County, 75 in Amory, a little bit cooler over in the northern eastern portion of our area from Alcorn County into Tishomingo County, 72. So no matter where you are, we're all in the 70s today, all still warm for this time of year. Here's the good news I have for you this morning. Take a look at your severe weather risk out there. We're looking at this risk really being clipped from a good portion of our area. Now, if you were with us yesterday, you know this level 1 out of 5 was through a majority of northeast Mississippi. That has now been extended back to only cover Alcorn County, portions of Lee County, Monroe County, all the way down to Noxubee County and sitting east. That's some good news this morning. Let me show you an overall bigger picture of where the main threat is. That level 2 out of 5 extending from central Tennessee up into portions of central and southern Kentucky. So that's what we're looking at for the main risk area. Yes, a few of those are clipped in that level 1 out of 5. So we could still see maybe a storm or two on the stronger side of things, but that overall threat has gone down over the past 24 hours. So that's some good news. Let's take it hour by hour. When could we start to see a few of these showers? Now through noon, yes, maybe some light rainfall out there ahead of this front, but it's really along the front that we're watching. So 5, 6 o'clock, this starts to enter places like Clarksdale, Tunica County, Tate County, extending into Marshall, Tippah, Benton, Alcorn County. We're watching storms along this front to be possibly on the stronger side into those early evening hours, and then all the way through maybe 9, 10 o'clock as well. As you can see, it kind of extended in the same area, a little bit further south from Oxford, Lafayette County over into Prentiss County. So watching this line as it comes through into the early evening hours, as it continues to push into the overnight hours, the overall severe weather threat will diminish, but we could still see a few showers trying to hang out into your early Saturday morning. Here's the thing for Saturday, we're watching another front I showed you. Here it is coming into play on your Saturday afternoon and evening. As it pushes through, it's not going to be bringing any rainfall out there for Saturday, but it will bring cooler conditions as we head overnight into your Sunday. Watch the winds turn from the north. You know what that means. Cooler air is going to be filtering in out there for your Sunday, and you can expect a much cooler day ahead. Let's talk about Saturday first, though, because we got a lot of SEC home football games across the area. First one over Alabama versus LSU in Tuscaloosa tomorrow at 6:30. Temperature is going to be starting off in the 70s, ending in the low 60s. Yes, you could see a passing shower or two at that game. Let's take a little bit closer to home over in Lafayette County, Oxford, Mississippi. Ole Miss playing at noon on your Saturday. Temperatures a little bit warmer there. They'll stretch from the low to middle 70s with some in and out sunshine as well. And last but certainly not least, let's talk about Mississippi State. If I can get it to go, here you go. Mississippi State versus Georgia over in Stark Vegas. Temperature is going to be warm there. 11 o'clock kickoff. Yeah, we'll see by the final snap of the game, temperatures in the upper 70s. And I will say with these games, you know, it's always warmer in the stadium. So even though a halftime and on will be middle to upper 70s within the stadium, with all those people probably feeling like the low 80s out there. And yes, a passing shower chance is there, but Saturday mainly looking dry out there. Even if you see a light shower, shouldn't slow those games down by any means. As for your weekend ahead, 70s out there for your Saturday. Look at that. 50s by Sunday. I told you that cool air filters in. Man, it's going to be much cooler out there by your Sunday. Middle 50s is a big cool down from middle 70s, right? So a rainy start, much cooler end, and we are not done going down in our temperatures. Take a look at your low temperatures. So this is talking about your overnight lows that happen usually in the early hours of each morning. We're in the low to middle 50s over the next few days. We drop it down to the upper 40s on your Sunday, and then take a look at this cool down from upper 40s to upper 20s on your Monday. Monday and Tuesday, if you are headed out early, work, getting the kids out to school, you are going to need the coat. It is going to be so much cooler, so much chillier than we've seen the past few days. And then we'll see into our weekend, it's going to be upper 20s to middle 20s. We have not seen air this cold so far this season. So just want to stress that, make you aware that it's going to be noticeably much cooler. It's going to be a day you want to start your car early as well, especially on our Tuesday. Widespread middle 20s also calls for the potential of a hard freeze, a widespread hard freeze with temperatures being below freezing for so many hours. So just want to make you aware of that. You know, anybody that has plants outside they're still trying to keep alive, anything of that nature, they want to be aware of that out there on their Tuesday morning. And then we'll start our trek back upward, right? We always see these roller coaster temperatures. Same story as we head throughout the rest of your work week. We'll see a warm up begin as we head late week. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. You'll see the same story. Middle 70s out there today and tomorrow. Rain chances back off by the back of the weekend, and then the story turns into cooler air. Middle 40s out there for your Monday afternoon. So any Monday plans, it is just going to be feeling more winter-like than fall-like. Okay, our normal high is 68. Our normal low is 44, and that's where we'll be for our high temperatures on Monday. So yeah, definitely much cooler than average. Going throughout the rest of the week, I said we will see that warming trend begin to take place. Middle 50s by Tuesday. We'll be back near 70, more around average by the end of that next work week. So that's a look at your full 7-day forecast. As always, thank you all so much for tuning in with us on Mississippi Live Weather. Make sure to tune in at 5 and 6 and 10 this evening, as meteorologist Gabe Maynor and Chief Meteorologist Matt Lawpon will be in studio. If anything happens this evening, any storms that develop that are on the stronger side of things, they will be the first to let you know. So just make sure to tune in and keep your Mississippi Live Weather app handy. If anything pops up, you can catch us live there, and we will be live no matter what at 5, 6, and 10. So make sure to catch us there. I'll see you back here on your Monday morning at 6:30. I hope you guys have a lovely weekend.
By the time you see the symptoms of lung cancer, it could be too late. Now there's a new scan that can detect lung cancer early. If you smoked, get scanned.